Utah State University is home to the Empowering Teaching Excellence Program. ETE is facilitated by Academic and Instructional Services and strives to elevate the culture of teaching excellence by reinforcing USU's mission to foster the principle that academics come first. ETE provides a variety of teaching improvement options for instructors. The program is an engaging forum for instructors across USU's system to collaborate, showcase, and share best teaching practices and their resources. Instructors receive training, grants, and recognition opportunities to support teaching innovation and improvements. In the ETE community, you're empowered to collaborate with peers through teaching improvement activities and elevate our culture of teaching excellence to new heights.
This is the landing page for Empowering Teaching Excellence. This is our main hub for our instructors to be able to see what events are coming up and what they can participate in moving forward. Things that will help them in their own professional development and as they engage in the Empowering Teaching Excellence digital badging program, which helps them to document their teaching improvement activities across time and through 3 different levels in the framework. So for example, the badges that are available to instructors include engage opportunities. Those are in general attending an ETE event or completing a course, and they earn that badge by submitting a reflection about their takeaways and things that they learned. The second level of badges are the implement badges. These are where you take something from an event. So a great example is our ETE conference. They find some ideas from their peers at the conference, and then they implement those ideas into their own teaching. And so they can earn an implement badge by demonstrating that implementation. And then the third level is a contribute badge. The contribute badges can be earned in a variety of ways, including presenting at a conference or an event, being a guest on the ETE podcast, publishing an article in our journal of Empowering Teaching Excellence. Those are just a few ways that they can do that. And when instructors earn 10 of these ETE 10 badges, they can then earn a culminating certificate. And at this point, we have 2 different culminating certificates that can be earned. Instructors at USU have earned over 800 badges in total, and we have dozens of participants every semester engaging in a variety of activities. For example, we just published our 3rd issue of the ETE journal, where individuals can share their experiences with teaching in a variety of contexts and a variety of disciplines. Instructors also have access to the ETE 10 Canvas course. In that course, they have access to all of the prior recordings of our events since we began, and they can do asynchronous engagement with these events. So they can watch the recording and submit for an Engage badge based on the takeaways that they have from those recordings. The centerpiece for teaching improvement for our online instructors is their engagement in the online teacher certification course. Faculty and instructors engage in this course each semester as part of their online course development process, and they're paired with an instructional designer as they work through the course and through the modules. So for example, as they are learning about how to use Canvas, how to plan an online course, they then actually engage in some of these activities. So for example, once they get into Unit 4, they start building assignments, they create their quizzes and other activities as part of the course planning and course building process. And by the end of this course, they're ready not only to have their course designed in online in Canvas, but also they understand how to be an engaging online instructor. As part of that certification course, we also teach our instructors how to utilize not only the Canvas tools, but also the City Labs design tools that we use within our courses. We've used those tools in hundreds of courses now, and faculty have used them to help their students engage in the content and also in the process of learning their content throughout the semester. So here are just a couple of examples. Another example that we'll dive into a little bit deeper is USU 1330. This was a course where we designed a self-directed aspect. Since the course is a survey course, we allow students to explore different areas. So for example, the first module is art. And within the art module, the students have a variety of activities that they engage in to begin with, and then they advance onto the art units. Within the art module, the students are given 5 different options of topics, and they select 3 of those topics to engage in. So, for example, if a student were to select modernism, they click on modernism, and then that content automatically populates below onto the page. If they choose to move into a different topic area, like photography, for example, then the photography content automatically populates below. So not only is it dynamic in its design, but it's also self-directed in nature. So it allows students to explore different topics and engage in those topics in different ways. Using that same concept in this course, Teal 6280, Instructional Strategies for Diverse Learners, we've also designed a course that allows students to engage in the same content but in different ways. So for example, the students will choose their path at the beginning of each module, and they can choose whether they want to use the visual modality, oral, read-write, or kinesthetic. So if they were to select, let's say, read-write, it would then populate the content for the read-write module here below. Beyond that, on each of those assignments in that course, when they are submitting their reflection and things that they've learned, they can also choose which modality that they want to submit to demonstrate that they've learned. In this same course, in the discussions, we've used a strategy called digital power-ups, which allows students to engage in the topic from different ways and different perspectives. And so as the students are engaging in the content and engaging in the discussion, they're not all answering the same exact prompt, and they're not all answering in similar ways. So for example, they get the topic and the content from the week, and then they look at each of these different power-ups. And the students are asked to use 2 to 3 different power-ups as they form their response. So what that does is students not only are responding in different ways, but we're also scaffolding their experience using Bloom's taxonomy. So each of the digital power-ups is using or relying on a different level of Bloom's to engage the students. And the idea here is that we can push the students into the higher order levels of Bloom's as they are engaging, which has been the case in a number of courses where we've implemented this strategy. These are just a few of the ways that we have been improving our online teaching and improving our online courses here at USU through the Empowering Teaching Excellence program.